Thank you very much, Chair. The EFF has succeeded in exposing the hypocrisy of the ANC to the South African population. That you are not honorable enough to stick to your own ways. Your president spoke about expropriation. You came here and contradicted him. Some of your colleagues spoke about expropriation. You came here and contradicted them. And when the last speaker was speaking here, actually, one of the ministers was encouraging me to listen, because that's what you do. You listen to white messiahs, because on your own you can't do, on your own you can't think, and it is the white messiahs who have put us into this crisis. The same Joe Slovo that you praise is the one that came with Slovo clauses that made huge compromises, and the African majority today are suffering because he was defending white property ownership. So we want to put it very clear that we have made it available to the ANC to implement exactly what the president said he wants to do, and the ANC rejected it. Because you never mean anything you say. You stand up and say you fight corruption, and you bring corruption right into parliament in the name of Brian Molefe. Those are the things you are known for. You say this and do the opposite. And today the entire country has seen you for who you are. You bring here people who have got no clarity of what we are speaking about, except the last speaker who attempted but just stick to rereading the Constitution. The Honorable Mguni comes here and speaks about feminism when we are speaking about land. He says revolutionary feminism and liberal feminism. Hey, what is he talking about? And then he says, Malema, you must sit with the veterans of the struggle. I might appear young to you, but for your information, I've sat with a lot of struggle veterans. I even stayed in their houses more than you, because by just speaking here, it's clear that you are just a backbencher from a branch who found himself in this house by accident. You don't understand national issues. You must return to a branch so that you can continue counting membership forms. Issues here are beyond your capacity. You must still go through the structures so that you develop national consciousness, so that tomorrow when you come here, you can reflect the national status of issues and not some short-sightment and talking about things that you don't have clarity about. So we want to say, as the EFF, that radical economic transformation is just a rhetoric. You are not going to implement it. You don't mean it. Zuma says it because he wants to reposition himself so that he can have some legacy. He will be known as the most useless president who has never meant anything that came out of his mouth. He's just blowing hot air on radical economic transformation.
Thank you. Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable members, that concludes the debate. Honorable members, the motion in the name of the Honorable Shavambu has been printed on the order paper. I now put the motion. Are there any objections? There are objections. I will put the question. Those in favor will say aye. Aye. And those against will say no. No. I think the noes have it.
The chairperson, we're calling for division.
A division having been called, the bells will be rung for 5 minutes. Honorable members, will you take up your allocated seats, please? Honorable members, I would like to remind you that you may only vote from your allocated seat, and when requested to do so, you must simply indicate your vote by pressing the appropriate button below the yes, no, or abstain signs. If a member inadvertently presses the wrong button, the member may thereafter press the correct button. The last button pressed will be recorded as the member's vote when the voting session is closed. The question before the House is that the motion as moved by the Honourable N.F. Shavambu be agreed to. Are all members in their allocated seats? Voting will now commence. Those in favour of the motion should press the yes button. Those against should press the no button. And those wishing to abstain should press the abstain button. Have all members voted? The voting session is now closed. Honourable members, the outcome of the division is as follows. Order, honourable members. The outcome of the division is as follows. Those in favour 33, those against 261. There are 2 abstentions and the motion is therefore not agreed to.